Hey, Tappers! We're here playing through Rare Replay. For this one-off, we're playing Perfect Dark. Or I should say, I'm playing Perfect Dark.
Perfect Dark. You're a spy. Joanna Dark.
You're Agent Joanna Dark. And she is going to go into the Datadyne Corporation for... Well, here, they're going to tell us the story right now.
Oh. I don't think I've ever actually played through the storyline on this. I've only ever played the multiplayer game on this.
Really?
Yeah.
This is one of my favorite games.
And this game actually has one of my favorite memories of all time, playing video games. I don't remember if it was with you or someone else. We were playing a multiplayer match, and we were stuck around a corner from each other. We knew we were around. I shot a bouncing grenade, and it went from my screen up through onto the other player's screen and exploded in their face. And it was just this perfect view of everything.
That's great. I just remember that I would argue that this solidified my love affair with Cyberpunk. Because I thought it was so cool of like, hey, this is GoldenEye, but it's like the future with sweet, super future weapons. I was like, pretty cool. And you get to play this badass lady gal, because, you know,
Yeah, she is.
Lara Croft was cool, so...
Joanna Dark's probably one of the first, like,
She
was a good representation of a woman in a video game who wasn't...
Relatively speaking for the times, yes.
Yeah, I mean, well...
She's not super sexed up.
Well, that's what I mean, yeah. I mean, like, she's a badass woman, but she's not ever sexualized or anything like that.
Oh.
Ah, paintball mode's on. Sweet.
I don't know why paintball mode's on, but let's be honest, that's delightful.
Let's be honest, we would have turned that on anyway if we knew we had to.
Hold up. Ah. Yeah! And because it's a game from the 90s, you shoot them, because... Oh.
Because somebody's a little rusty. Oh, yep.
Well, it's not that. This is the 360 version where they redid some of the graphics and cleaned it up a little bit. I mean, it obviously retains its blocky look, but all the textures were redone. And one of the weird things about it was, this is all from an N64 game, so it only had one stick. So even though I'm playing it with two sticks... Oh, I didn't work that camera.
What did you do? Look at you.
I had to kill all the cameras.
Setting off... Well, it's not like you're...
We actually have to look, because one of the great things about GoldenEye, and its spiritual successor, was this system. Where you have all of these different mission objectives, and the mission objectives change depending on what level you're at. So for me, if memory serves me right, if I can find out where weapon select is. That's not it. Oh, where's the... Okay. There we go. Yes, it should be this. And if I place it there. Yep. Now, admittedly, if you hadn't played this game before, I don't know how you feel.
Yeah, I was gonna say,
don't care. But...
I wasn't figuring that one out anytime soon.
So, the cool thing about some of the things in this game were, at the time, this was kind of like, arguably the last hurrah of like, sort of the kitchen sink approach to guns. Like by Halo, which would come out, you know, a year or two later, Halo made it so that you carry like 2 guns at a time.
Yeah.
This, you can carry like 50.
Yeah.
And some of the cool things about it is each weapon had kind of unique modes. So this gun has a pistol whip or a single shot.
Yeah.
If you were punching, you could do slappers or disarm, and you can actually like remove the weapon from the enemy's hands. So
I remember there being a lot of ones. I remember the guns in this game were really, especially innovative from what I remember, because it was...
so he doesn't have a gun now, and now he kind of wants to run away because he doesn't have a gun. He'll try and punch me, though.
Oh, here's some kind of gun here, because he's shooting.
Oh, there's someone further down.
Yeah, is that us?
So this is the Simpasso.
I remember this game having a ton of guns in it.
Oh, yeah.
It's like I remember there was the one you could see through walls and snipe people through. It was like one of the big ones in this one. I'm the night cleaning guy.
Yeah, because the weird thing about this is not like a perfect aiming. Like, it's really hard to do precision. You actually hold this, and now you can do precision aim.
Yeah.
Which was how it was in the X360 game, but you don't really need that now. but there wasn't any way to really fully get that out of the way the game works.
Yeah.
So this lady,
What are you doing here?
I don't know. Give me that necklace.
Is that a child or is that a?
That's her
woman?
assistant.
Oh.
No, she's super tall.
Child,
Okay.
don't you know who I am?
I don't know.
I didn't really read the mission briefing.
Let's see how you deal with security.
Shoot her!
If I were you, I'd leave.
Shoot
I
her!
can't, because I need her to give me that necklace.
You will regret this intrusion, girl.
Actually, can I beat her up?
I might be able to. Give her a good smack.
How dare you disturb me?
I also enjoy she's calling the security guards, who I think I've killed all
You
of
just
them.
killed us, by the way. There you go.
Yeah, see, I was gonna say, I know I can't kill her.
Don't kill me!
See, you understand and respect. Yes, cower.
Huddle in fear.
If I remember correctly, Cassandra Devise is like a freaking alien lizard man.
Yeah, that's right. This one had all the aliens and stuff.
Yeah, the whole
Isn't
thing
there
about
a,
this was it's an alien conspiracy because aliens were X-Files were huge. People really into
Well,
that.
couldn't you play this one co-op and like the second character was an alien or something like that?
I don't remember. There's Elvis, who's your friend alien. There's you might have been able to play him. I don't know. Oh, this is the this has a follow-on lock-on. Is this guy's secondary weapon? So when you go in, let me see if I can find some dudes. Yeah,
Okay, that's kind of cool.
it's really
You can see that being really cheap in multiplayer mode.
well in multiplayer. It's not nearly as big of a lock as it is here in
Okay.
single player. But there's so much depth to what things you could do. And there's a weird thing about, like, yeah, this game's sort of hokey in the way that it deals with some of this information.
But
Like, you know, these guys are like, oh, me. Like, but the one thing I find really
those
funny
old games of that era.
and really interesting is they reacted to what you did more than people do now.
Yeah.
Like, where you hit him matters. Like, they'll surrender. Like, you have to go to, like, a Kojima game before you start to get some of this.
Yeah, I mean they're starting to get some of this more of that stuff like the Euphoria engines and like
Well, even then, like...
Frostbite was another one that they kind of started dealing with some of that stuff.
But even then, like, I feel like the last game that was sort of like this was like you said, Force Unleashed with the Euphoria.
Yeah.
Actually, did I get? No, I guess I didn't. You can eventually get two of this same gun.
Yeah, that makes sense.
In fact, I do get two of that.
Ooh. Got a fancy on me now.
Oh, that was a big thing. That had a resurgence for like Halo 2 and then it stopped.
Dual wielding.
Alright, was there any other things I need to do? I know eventually I need to get down to the lobby and
Got
get
the
out of here.
necklace. Disable the external comms hub.
Oh yeah, see there's all the information about the guns. The necklace. It was cool because even some of the other guns, like the Falcon, you'd end up with like. Oops. And these are, of course, all like developers and stuff.
Oh yeah, they like their faces and stuff. Now, whatever happened? Why did they move to this compared to doing another James Bond?
I think they lost the license.
Was it the
GoldenEye had a really troubled like.
Was it the purchasing of like? Because I know EA purchased Bond.
You have to remember, GoldenEye was supposed to come out with the movie, and it came out like 2 years later.
That's true, yeah. Because I remember, was it EA has the Bond license now?
Yeah, and they
At this
made a
point.
series of mostly forgettable Bond games once they acquired the license.
They had some good ones for the PS2, like Agent Under Fire.
Yeah, but they
was
had to first
good.
make things like Tomorrow Never Dies
Yeah,
for
they
the
did.
PlayStation,
They made
which
some
was
rough
not
ones.
that great.
What was
The
the
world
other-
ends. The world is not enough for N64. That was okay. It was sort of their take on this, and you could tell that, like, hey, we're the guys who make Medal of Honor.
Yeah.
I mean, it was okay. You know, I think the external hub is downstairs because, you know, I've memorized this game for the most part. I mean,
This is
seriously, this is all like muscle.
It's funny because this is the time when you were really into first-person shooters. Nowadays, you're not.
Oh, I'm terrible at it now.
You're not really into them as. I mean, you play Halo, but like
You know,
even then,
it
like
all
you won't
starts
play online against other
It
people.
all
now.
starts with sternum guns. I think because it went from being like the kind of Doom of like... Doom started with, we're just having fun. We're just messing around, killing people. And then it started becoming this like skill thing. You know what I mean? It started with like the Quakes and the Team Fortresses of the world.
Yeah.
And that's sort of when I started losing it because I didn't... I don't know. I liked having fun. See, there we go.
There you go. You had it.
But for some reason, I keep reaching for B is where the... There we go.
Oh, turret.
Nope.
Oh, no. I don't know.
See, now, that's sort of disturbing to me now. Like...
But I don't want to die.
Yeah, because in a game like now, like, that would be dramatic and dark and awful. And...
Well, this is still pre...
Also, this game predicted Obama.
Alright.
Yeah, the president is an African-American president in this game. Supposed to take place in, like, I don't know, probably the 2030s, 2040s.
Huh. So, they thought us less progressive than we actually are. Awesome.
I know. It's kind of, yeah, because I think he's specifically called out to be, like, the first... Yeah, so the alarms are going off all over the place in here. And the reason is because I am getting actually caught on security cameras. And this game totally respected the idea that if... See, this is weird because I have to hold it. It's not actually moving my reticle. I have to hold it. But you could blow up the security systems and that will actually change guard behavior a little bit.
Yeah.
And that,
Going back to what we said before about the guy screaming, I don't want to die, and... This is just before, like, stories in video games were important, I guess you could say. You know what I mean?
Yeah, it's weird.
Of course, you had Final Fantasies and stuff like that, but like they weren't quite the smash hit.
They weren't mainstream.
Now. Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, I mean,
especially
like this shooter basically has an interesting little tale, but it's all just built around.
You could easily not pay attention to the storyline on this game and still play through the whole entire thing.
Really shouldn't probably be using this. I should probably be using it.
Yeah, it's still really fun.
Now this actually kind of gets hairy because they totally were waiting for me.
I mean, you did, you know,
And
knuckle dust their boss there at this.
over here.
And they lace their boss upstairs in silver necklace. I mean,
Yeah.
you kind of deserve it.
Come here.
I keep trying to.
With that one back up.
Yeah, see.
Oh, you're about to go down.
That's probably all of them.
So you say that, and you're coming
See,
around this
'cause
corner,
that's-
it's gonna be like 15 guys.
Yeah,
waiting
because
for
there's
us.
a hidden elevator back here. But I think it's the other side of the room is where... Oh, really? Am I? Oh, yeah, see, I thought it was completely out of ammo on that. I'm like, that's cool.
It's funny the things that we all remember as, you know, from our gaming careers. Stuff like you remembering the exact layout of this place.
For the most part. That definitely hurt, though. Yeah, so here's the communications hub. And so if I remember searching correctly, these are always...
You have to toss another one of those mines on it.
Yeah. Which, like I said, you don't necessarily... Yeah. You don't necessarily know that. But yeah, if you completely...
It's so inconspicuous sitting on that monitor like that.
No, what I mean is, if you had never played the game, it doesn't call that out.
Oh, no, yeah. Well, they did that in GoldenEye, too. There was things that you had to do, and it didn't tell you how to do it. It just said, you have to go do this, and you kind of had to, like, wander around and figure things out for yourself.
Yeah. Joanna Dark got in there, and guess what? Nobody knew. They're all dead.
Except for the detectives.
And then this is classic, like, stuff of, here's my overall totals. 38% accuracy, 37 kills. I've already murdered 37 people. And and then you got cheats and stuff that you can use for all kinds of stuff. And had I not completed every objective, I would have to actually go back and play this entire level over again. So I think that's a pretty good look. We're going to go actually poke around the Carrington Institute. So you work for the Carrington Institute, which is like an international think tank for, I think it's just for curbing technology to help people.
Gotcha.
And that's Daniel Carrington.
I'm a little busy at the moment, Agent Dark.
You're the one who said hello, jerk.
And what's cool is this was the hub of the game, which this was still a pretty new idea, was making a level that contextualized all like the training and stuff. So this is my office where I can go and start the missions. If I go over here, should be R&D people.
Oh, hi. Hey.
He must be a nerd.
That's what I always say.
That's what he always says. Know your enemy. See, so there's a terminal here that if I connect to it, which is it? I can get character profiles because this is the Intel team.
Mr.
actually.
Blonde. Quentin
So
Tarantino's.
there's Elvis.
Pissed.
Mr. Blondes were the. Remember I said there's like terrible like lizard monsters?
Yeah.
Mr. Blondes are the ones that actually, that's like their holographic overall look.
Oh, like I said, Quentin Tarantino's gonna be pissed.
And see? President of the United States.
There you go.
Yeah, we're not going to be able to get to my favorite level. I wish I had it unlocked. There's a level, I think it's level 4, it's like called Chicago.
Uh-huh.
And it's surprisingly not about shooting. It's more of like almost a puzzle level of you trying to figure out how you're going to infiltrate this factory. And oh my gosh, it was just so immersive to me at the time. Because I was like, that is awesome.
At some point we should sit down, we should play the new Hitmans.
I would really probably get into them. I've never played a Hitman, like ever.
The new ones are so immersive, and there's so many different ways you do stuff. Especially, I'd like to see me and your take on how we would do a level.
You mean how incredibly different we
Oh,
would do a level?
absolutely. Yeah, absolutely.
I don't know, maybe, let's let that get like 1 or 2 more episodes out, and let's totally go and let's do a run of that.
They just released episode 2, I believe. At least
Yes.
as of the filming of this, they just released episode 2.
Spetsnaz or something like that.
Yeah.
I can't remember. Oh, this is the equipment checkout.
This is where you can test like your firing range and stuff like that.
Yeah, so this is where you practice a lot of the gadgets, including, I think, some of the grenades and stuff there. No, actually, I take it back. It is only the equipment. Because this is the shooting gallery.
Ah, a star agent.
Hey.
I am your star agent. And also, as far as I can tell, you're only
I was going to
agent.
say, AKA the only agent that's there.
So, yeah. As you unlock
As you pick up other
weapons,
guns.
you can eventually start using the... Oh, there goes that controller again. Yes, I know it all. And this is... Going back to like this hold to aim is really tough. And it feels so inaccurate.
That's why it was always funny, like in the old games where you have the sniper rifle. I was like, who's going to use this thing?
I'm not gonna lie though, I'm highly abused with paintball modes on.
I think it's funny.
I don't think you're gonna get this because this is so floaty.
Minor to self, do not take the Mac and do a firefight with me.
Oh, I actually passed.
How?
Yeah, like I said, it's not easy. And the cool thing is once you, usually, if I remember correctly, if you beat all the tiers of it, you got golden versions of each one of the guns.
Oh, jeez.
Which was just a stupid fun thing. There's the front, because everyone has these cool, like, sharp, angled signs.
Corporate art on there.
And if I go down here, I think I'll get to the hangar, and I think that's where we'll wrap up. Like I said, this is a great game. I'm sinking right back into it, and, like, I may play that after.
I don't say, just
once we're done, I might be.
I say that we're going to have to sit through and watch Mac play this for a while, I assume.
Well, I really like Perfect Dark. I thought it was a good universe. I thought it was a clever, like, take on, how do you sequel GoldenEye without James Bond? The only thing that's really sad is Perfect Dark Zero, which I really feel by no means is a really bad game. It has not aged very well, but at the time it was pretty fun. The multiplayer disappointed people. Again, I don't think it was bad. It was just not what people were asking.
I remember a lot of people being mad about that one.
Yeah, but like I said, I think it's because it wasn't this. It was not...
Well, people wanted what Halo was.
Right.
When it came out, When Halo came out for the Xbox 360, that was what people wanted out of an online multiplayer game. It wasn't what this was.
And I think Zero sort of got caught up in that. I mean, if you go back and look at, like, if you look at the review scores and stuff, like, it was really well received. It was mostly just when the multiplayer went south for the general populace is where it got this connotation for being a bad game.
Yeah.
But anyway, I'm just kind of sad because that sort of sunk it. Like, any chance of this franchise keeping going, and then again...
Honestly, the way...
Rare doesn't exist in a meaningful way anymore.
That, and also, I mean, you're not... Well, I mean, I was about to say you don't really see shooters like this anymore, but you got, like, Overwatch and Battleborn coming out now, but, like, up until those two, honestly, everything's been serious shooters lately. There really hasn't been your time splitters.
Well, but
and,
even
like,
well,
games like
even
those,
then, they're not gimmicky in the same way.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? I thought there was a way to loop back around to the hangar, but I guess not. I guess you just have to take that first branchy path. Now, anyway, I'm lost. This is interesting because actually this entire level you eventually do actually play in.
You have to come back and make your way through.
It's under assault. Datadyne assaults the Carrington Institute, and you have to defend it.
That makes sense.
Was there another door over? You know what? I'm lost. We're just gonna call it. I wanted to get to the. I don't know what they call them. Hover skid or something.
Yeah. Like you said, we're going to call it here, because you're going to be doing this for a while, even past when we're going to stop it.
Yeah, you're probably
So, like I said, this is our one-off on Perfect Dark. Rare Replay. Where, like I said, we're planning on doing a couple of these. Remember to like and subscribe. Hit that like button. We love it. Love it.
And like I said, this is a great game. You could get it as part of Rare Replay really inexpensively.
Oh, no.
Hold on. Oh, yeah.